Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Monday. I am VS Speaks Royally. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you can still hear me because I keep my mic muted during the intro just in case Kuja decides to cut up right before the intro ends. So, hello, hello, hello to all of you. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. If you're able to share out, please do, or at least tell everybody you know about VS Speaks Royally on YouTube. All right? Yes, thank you. Um, Church Nelly has been cutting up, and I so appreciate it. I have been laughing, looking at the different comments, etc. Thank you, Annie. We hear you fine. In all caps. Thank you. Mm, okay. As long as y'all hear me, good, good. I can then move on to my disclaimer and then really just kind of talk through. Yesterday was full of emotion um, for most of us here, especially in the US, on the announcement. President Joe Biden announced that he was stepping out of the reelection process for president and through his support behind his vice president, which for me was expected, but nevertheless, let me do my disclaimer and then we'll get all into it. Conversations better remain respectful in the chat or the mods are going to handle. All right. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Hopefully, you all have at least seen, if not read, the entire statement that was released. Some were having fun with that. Like, really, you released that? You released your statement. Basically social media, etc. But we are in the day of age of social media, so I didn't get any emails or texts, not that I saw from campaign wide, but some people were kind of being jovial about that. Anyway, I had just ended a live and then I was like, should I go live again? But I chose not to. I was just like, well, this isn't really Sussex related, but a lot of the channels in the Sussex hallway were talking about it. And you know me, I like to marinate a bit on some topics. And this was one of those. And not to, if I had have done it right at the moment when the announcement was made, now if y'all could have heard the choice words that were coming out of my mouth, because I saw notification in someone's live and I was like, what are they talking? So I thought they were kidding. So I then Google and I'm like, what the? Yeah, what proceeded was not very nice, especially on a Sunday. Maybe today would have been acceptable, but yeah. So it's a lengthy, well, it's not that lengthy, but it's a long statement. I kind of like this one where it's just kind of quick to the point, but he was giving his support to his Vice President Kamala Harris and the bots, the racists, the crazies are out in full force on social media across the board. So, yeah. Anyway, I've been on a block feast, just going crazy, just block, block. I'm not, you can, support who you support, but there's no reason to push lies and false narratives, etc. Um, she was born here in the US, and I'm sick of people who don't have a white pigment being othered. That's the most kindest way I can say it, but whenever, I'll just go back to Obama immediately after he, you know, 2017 announced his candidacy. Yeah, the craziness ensued. Anyway, and actually, yeah, I gave the wrong year, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So, I don't know. Yesterday was a shock. And then it's like you step back and you're like, okay, he's still continuing. He's supposed to do a statement or a press conference or something this week addressing us all in America, speaking. And he's still the president of the United States. Now, some were acting like like completely resigned. I mean, the Looney Toonies on the other side, I'll just say it like that, trying to be nice, or calling for him to resign, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, why? Running for reelection does not mean that one is not fit to even serve now. And let's not talk about, your candidate, especially when some that through their support thought they were sniping at Biden when they said, the party that gets rid of their 80-year-old candidate will win. Guess which party does not have a candidate over the age of 70? All right, now I'm just going to stop myself and just kind of behave myself a little bit. But just wanted to give us some space to talk and hopefully outside of the concerns of how to, whomever still has their genes from when they were in high school, God bless you, especially if you've been out of high school more than 15 years. Church Nelly, you're crazy. But thank you for the laugh. So I would just say that my big thing, even how Meghan would say, not gonna stress party, but just vote. Voting matters. That's the one thing I want to say. What are your thoughts on all that happened now that we've had like at least 24 hours to digest everything that happened, and really take a step back and be like, okay, look, it's really not that bad. Um, I have given warning on my own personal Facebook that, you know, if anybody does anything that is truly off the wall racist, you're gone. Like, I'm not even playing that because there's no need for support your candidate. But if I see that you're showing your true self, yeah, bye bye. I have no regards. There's nothing to kind of bridge the gap, so to speak. Rafaela, thus Trump says this that no afraid of Miss Kamala, this man's so idiot. Well, he'll say whatever, but it is what it is. I don't think he I don't think he is, but I mean, she was a prosecutor, he's a convicted felon. I'm just leaving it like that because I'm stating facts now. All right. We do have to be mindful. Some are very sensitive. Those in the clouds, if you're, supporting whomever, you can, of course, once you hit subscribe, if you're not already subscribed, you can jump into the conversation. But yesterday, there were so many live streams, and it was just like, oh my gosh. Although I understand you have to strike when the iron is hot, and especially when you're a content creator and you're looking for having as many views as possible and maybe catch that algorithm at the right time, and then you get this viral video. But I would have went viral more so for my language. Jones says Trump is the oldest candidate now, so where are the MAGA comments on that? They don't have any, and they won't. They will circle the wagons, etc. But you know, um, if people can reconcile themselves to voting for him, hey, more power. I can't. I don't know. Like I've seen the whole, is your life any better under Biden? Well, things that may not be truly attributable to him, but we're not quarantined to our homes as we were with the other one. Um, People were losing jobs under the other one as much as they were under the current one. So companies doing decision making has nothing to do with, you know, the one in the White House because again, C-suite in these corporations make decisions on who just given her 2 cents. Those in the C-suite give their thoughts on Well, we have to cut costs, so that means staff, not necessarily, hey, why don't we cut our salaries or bonuses and save staff and hold on to and show that, you know, we're for them, so to speak. Jonas, I think I read yours. Yeah. So let me look through a few more comments and see. Wendy, vote party down blue. Yeah. The most important, um, Lord, someone's blowing up my phone. I know who it is. It's an investor. But the most important candidates that you vote for, your local, state, city, province, whatever you call it in your different state here in the United States. So, um, top of the ticket's important, but it is those that really will affect your life. So it's important that everybody just gets out there, votes. I wish we could do it without so much, so much shit being said or bullshit. It's craziness. But to see some of the things that I've seen, like I even had a cousin ask, like, well, what has she done? And I'm like, okay, tell me what the last VP did. And she says, okay, duly noted. That's right. Don't come for her if you can't look back to the prior one and the one prior to that and the one prior to that and the one prior to the last one is now president. So, like what VPs are to be, they're the filler. Like if something should happen to the top dog, they step in. That's really the role of the VP. And of course, ours has had to break some ties in the Senate, etc. But again, don't come for her if you don't want to come for her. Yes, I'm getting a message. So therefore, she's like, oh. All right. Dolores says it's important to vote. If you don't complain. That part. But so many will um, sit out. I think we're going to truly see, a great deal of misogyny, more so than we've ever had, and bigotry, racism. Now, and it could be coming from either party, both parties, just saying. Now, you know how much Squad loves Dr. Shola. Dr. Shola was getting checked. And they did tell her, squatties on the X app, that they will chin check her if they have to. But American politics are for Americans. You know how we're always told to mind our business about other countries like UK when they had a recent election? hmm Well, okay. Just understand the same goes. So yeah, I was like, whoa. Woo. I just kind of hopefully she did on Instagram, she put out a reel, which is she's just going through the different things and even saying how going after Nigel Farage, which thank you for that. Yeah, because she. Whew. Anyway, Kathy G, thank you for 13 months of membership. She's saying ride or die Harris 2024. Yeah, so she's already stated and she spoke today and she had released a statement and gonna work towards getting to the convention and getting as many delegates. And I think a lot have already come out. Like to say that she's not qualified and she's been the vice president for almost 4 years, because you have to look at when they finally are sworn in. But okay, anyway. Kim says, hello, everybody. How's your heart? I'm still recovering from Biden dropping out. The support of Kamala gives me hope. Yes, it gives hope, but it also speaks to the volume of money controls all. Because if these alleged donors were holding back because of Biden, I don't know why they think the person that holds the office of president won't have frailties, human frailties. I have a feeling. Um, I think I said it in Barron's chat last night. I don't believe he was bullied out. I think it's a little bit more to this latest illness that's got him. So he knows he's going to finish out his term and keep it pushing. Now, if he gets sick beyond that, that's a little, or what is it? The 25th Amendment has to be done, but some are trying to egg on Kamala. She's not going to do that. Tia saying, Joan, is the media report about his age? uh, all things have now shifted to, you know, you had the one party, Democratic Party, saying they would take it down commercials, attack commercials on Trump, and some people were yelling and screaming like, no, you just have to go full, no pun, guns blazing type thing, and um, his ear will be fine. hmm It was just a graze. He'll be fine, and he's had some things to say about people who have been injured in wars and stuff. So he needs to shut his mouth and stop trying to play the victim. Okay, there, I'm going to try to behave myself. Whew. Churchinelli Chump caused a lot of deaths with the virus. Jeez, well, I'm going to move on to the next comment. Joan Tier, the media is such a disappointment these days. Well, can we even call them media? Because it is truly propaganda. Like, I'm trying to get my husband turned off CNN, please, for the love of the Lord. Just turn that channel off. Keep all of them off. I don't care which channel it is, just keep them all off until we get through. But he likes to listen to it, especially when he's sleep. I can't sleep with the TV. So Church and is we need a blue tsunami. Yeah, pretty much. Tier seems like they're trying to make the FBI director the scapegoat for Trump's attempted assassination. I saw that she was at a hearing. I don't remember one after Reagan's. I know I was much younger and was very upset that General Hospital was interrupted because of that situation. That'll tell you my age. That, Luke and Laura and them were taking priority anyway. So, yeah, I just remember. I don't remember a hearing. Maybe there was, but we also know those in control of Congress will make a bigger deal out of situations that they wouldn't have if it was flipped the other way around. Okay. Annie G, I'm afraid don't trust the American voter anymore. Well, there's a certain segment of the American voting bloc that either votes with their husbands or just vote against their own interests because they don't want others to get ahead or get something that they feel that they should only be entitled to. I'm just saying people are really showing their behinds, and sometimes you just got to kick them if they want to show it. Okay. Joan, did they tell her to mind your business? Ooh, that I'm not sure of, but okay. Church Nelly, I'm working on that too. The nacho. You were too funny. I don't even know where she just screams out nacho in this whole conversation. Annie B, thank you for 28 months of membership. Yes, we love you. Love y'all back. Love y'all back. Yeah. Yesterday was very emotional day for many. Some kind of retreated completely. And yeah, I think given some time and by the time Baron went live, it was just like, okay, listen, it's not the end. Everything is cool. Just stepped out from humans can decide, and even the one that's currently president that can decide, you know what, I'm not going to do this. It is a big checkmate in the sense, but that's just me talking. Just me talking. Lady T, you can't say she's not qualified. Woo! That Orange Menace was not qualified when he was elected, and he is still not qualified. So that can't be an excuse. The woman is smart and capable. Stop the BS, right? You know, same relative was saying when she was a prosecutor and many people don't like her, she was doing her job. Are we going to hold it against somebody because they went to law school, um, became a prosecutor. I don't care about personal life because if we're going to look at personal lives, and we're going to open up them 3 marriages of the one on the other side, and he screwed other folks during the marriages. So if we're going to look at personal lives, let's look at it. Let's look at it deeply. Settling fraud cases on Trump University right before he took office. Let's look at it if we're really going to look at it. I'm just saying, balance it out. Balance. Isn't that what the lady has in her hands? The balances, but they're equal? Okay, just mhm. You want to look at one, you're going to look at it all personal lives. I still don't understand how that particular running mate of 45 was chosen when that man said the most horrific things about the candidate, but suddenly now he's all good and golden. And mhm, I feel sorry for his children. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not talking 45. Anyway, Benjamin, his age is everywhere. The average rank and file don't realize it's a team behind the POTUS, right? It's not solely Biden. Hevesek, figurehead, and people are freaking out over his age. Well, I mean, when someone who's running against you is only like 2 years younger, like really just either you have, we hear that term limits, and then in the respect to term limits, maybe there should be an age restriction. There's one there's a term, there's an age requirement to even run. Maybe there should be one, like if you're over this age, you just don't even bother putting in your name in the hat and kind of go from there. But, you know, there is wisdom with some age. And they said he couldn't do it the first time for whatever his reason, if we will ever know. He's decided not to. And kudos to him. Kudos to him. Rather than take it to whatever point and then be blamed for the entire thing falling down if it were to happen. So, yeah. Um, Churchill says the media is now owned by mostly Republicans, aka conservatives, yeah, and some that aren't even American born. Let's put it that way, and don't like Americans and will do anything to destroy. Because yeah, you know that little old man. I think he just got married again. Barely the ink dried on the divorce papers from the last one, and here he go with. Anyway, more powers to that wife. Whew. Benjamin, I'm a news junkie too, Miss VS. LOL, your husband is not alone with that habit. We used to listen to in the mornings as we're getting ready. I would put it on, and we would have it on C-SPAN. Now, um, for me, it was hearing people call in. I just would wish that C-SPAN would just kind of cut people off at the knee, and so to speak, when they start just spilling stuff that you know is just complete crock. But they usually just let people go on, and then they don't fact check behind them. Yeah. Anyway, Joan, traditionally that is right, but we're still all have one vote each. Yes, for now we do. Yes. All I'll say is all those that want to line up for whatever, and if it happens to go left on you after the fact, don't you say a blessed word. And then you need to be first in line with whatever they got planned for the rest. But Project 2025 is a big thing that's being talked about. It's being enacted state level. I mean, just look at Florida. It's being enacted state level. And, there's always that one state, if you know American politics, that is somewhat the guinea pig, and they see, is it going to work? Is it going to get through? And when it does, then it's like, good. Now take what we have here. We got your blueprint, and then just, take it to your state and good luck with it. So We see a lot of that, no child left behind and, just say no, crockable. But okay. Hello, Veronica. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. Let me see. Just coming down. Benjamin is saying, um, why don't they mind their business with Harry and Meghan here? They left England. They are not on anyone's doorstep asking people for money, and everyone is obsessed with them. My point, not many people can't talk. Well, they, you know, Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan, the mention of their name, it's in that media over in the UK, the mouthpieces of the royal family, they have to mention their name in a title or headline in order to get clicks. They've ginned up so much hate um, that they know people will click on it. Of course, 9 times out of 10, the article's probably saying something completely different, but whoop, fooled you. You clicked the link. Thanks. Now I'll get paid. But that's how they do. Okay. That's how they do. Hmm. Wendy's like, preach, BS, preach. No. I might do another channel. I said this before, but I might do another channel where we can talk about this kind of stuff to keep it. I like to keep my channel more Harry and Meghan, but they do express, and we've seen it through the elections. Get out and vote. That's really mhm, the message. Annie, I'm not going to get emotional because I'm trusting God at this point, and God is, yes. That's true. Just be prayerful. I had to tell my one cousin, stop with this, because I had to tell my own self prior to speaking to her, like, chill out. And then I said, just transmute your energy, change your energy, change that negative, change it. Because if you keep pushing the negative, you're drawing it to you. Don't want that. So, yeah. Mama, Joan, good night, dear. I told myself will open my eyes till the end, to the end of trash time. Yeah, I'm gonna behave myself. Well, I'm not gonna say behave myself, but uh, I don't have like specific trash time items, Mamo. So if you really need to go to sleep, because I know it's the middle of the night over there, please go to sleep. Don't, you can always listen on replay another time. So let me see. Benjamin is saying, core, not many people, oh, correct, not many people can talk on that point, Drew. Oh, let me look through. Connie Bomber! I don't know why my voice always seems to go out at that point. Let me see. Um, reading a comment. Wendy, Orange man, 34 counts, convicted felon, insurrection equals treason, election fraud, sexual assault, stolen documents, tax evasion, 6 bankruptcy. Enough said. Well, there's the, there's a commercial for you. Sylvia says it's my day off and I'm here enjoying the Sussex Squad family. Yeah. I needed the mental health day, especially initially. Whew, yeah, just don't want to be bothered. And I'm still from last Monday, that situation that happened. Yeah. Tier, did you all hear Joe Manchin wants to be a contender to compete against VP Harris? He's about to change his status back as a Democrat for independent. He needs to step down to do care for him. What is this? He needs to sit down. I guess you're saying, does anyone care for him? I don't. He played enough games and shenanigans in the Senate over the last how many years? I could, Sarah, go sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. You wanted to change your part, stay with it. I'm an independent. That's why every election cycle drives me absolutely batty with all the damn text messages, which I'm like, listen now, I didn't give you permission to contact me, but I guess, hey. Or emails and this and that, but it's a beautiful thing once election day hits that The silence returns to my phone. Cookies and Cream is saying, Tia, I'm not surprised by anything Joe Manchin does. He's a Republican and Democratic skin, that part. From the state that he comes from, he just said that he was a Democrat. That's my opinion. Anyway, that's true. Sharon M. is saying he was also found guilty of assault and had to pay millions to his victim. True. Mhm. Joan, thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. To you. For the love that you dropped on me, may be returned unto you 1,000,000,000 times over. You were saying VS and Squad, did you see Amber Rose make a fool of herself at the MAGA event and then get crushed by MAGA comments? Republicans say they're not racist. I knew she was going to be speaking. I saw a couple of comments from her that others were posting prior to saying that that's who she was supporting. More power to her. Vote against your own interests. It doesn't bother me. That's just my opinion. Um, but I also hear that there's some situation that might be coming up that involves federal charges. So, mhm. Did you accept a check and now you're gonna have to grease something up in order to get a pardon or something, perhaps? But it's going to be, ooh, remember me? That type of thing. Just hypothesizing here, just hypothesizing. Let me play my music to thank you. Hold on one moment. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Again, all right. Benjamin is saying Joe Manchin wants some shine out of this. Shame on him. That's all it is. Get a pack, get some money going into that pack. Okay. Y'all know, some play that particular game too. Mm. All right. Raquel is saying 2025 written by Heritage Foundation, same group seeking to look at Harry's visa. But again, they do a lot of that stuff. And again, statewide, so state level. So it's being enacted, here, there, but of course, now because many behind it support this one candidate, that's a male, okay, because yeah, it's just obvious he would enact the whole thing, but educate oneself, read it, get to know, um, yeah, that type of thing. Mm. Oh, Rafaela, thank you for the super sticker. To you. May the love that you dropped on me be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Again, okay. Let me come back to the comments. Mm. Sylvia, that's true. Manchin in the behind. He has voted Republican on most of the important issues. Sit down to protect your backside, Drew. He likes it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Let me move on. Yes, Andy, he's a turncoat. That part. So Wendy is saying, yep, Amber Rose looking for a pardon. At the time, should it become necessary? Like, believe what you want, get out there, rah rah. But I didn't see her back in 2020. Maybe I just don't check for her. I mean, okay, Amber, do you? Women empowerment. That's what your kick is. It's amazing that the same party that had touted you and other candidates that had darker pigment out, or people within the party on, I guess that was Black Night. I don't know. I'm just saying that Let me just move on from that. Whew, I'll keep that to myself, okay? Because you don't want to get too much trouble. Okay. All right, here we go. Mm-hmm. T Mac, how you doing? Um, yeah, I'm over the mansion comments. He's on that. Okay. Tier, oh my gosh, your comment. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. Barbara Lane, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May the love that you dropped on me be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over. This is for you. Never in the right. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Mwah. Thank you so very much. All right. Let me come back over here. Ooh, and coming on down, Julianne, how are you? Um, uh-oh. Okay, Sylvia. Okay, let me check. It's probably the one time the notification came through and that, Kuja got upset. Ooh, look at that. Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia, for the cash app. To you, okay. This is for you. May the love that you dropped on me in Cash App be returned to you 1,000,000,000 times over. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Mwah. And thank you for letting me know. Sylvia knows now. I probably would have looked at my phone again when the live stream was ending, and yeah. So, okay. Coming back to comments. Let me see. Let me see. T Mac, yeah, on him. I just on him. Um, Wendy L. I've been looking. No, which some on the other side are running with, but he's like that party, very to the book type person, which remember now, she wasn't his VP, so there's a little difference. He did come right out to endorse Joe. But I'm sure in the convention that he would. Remember, he when he was going through campaigning, it came down to the convention, and then Hillary basically doing what she did. So not yet. I'm not sure. I don't. Again, we don't need his endorsement to do what we feel is what we need to do. I'm just saying. Barbara says to paraphrase Mrs. Obama, when they go low, we go high. Oh, but some of us are changing that now. We're tired of, when you go high when someone's low, they can chin check you. Okay, so you have to go to the pits of hell, drag them down there, let them know. See what happens when you FA? Okay, because yeah, some people you have to, yeah. hmm Woo, Sylvia. Kuja doesn't like the noise. Oh, that's so true. She's sleeping now. But she can I always say, gosh, because we'll be in here, it'll be quiet. TV's on, but it'll be quiet for the most part. All of a sudden, she'll jump down and start growling. I'm like, oh, she must have heard a bird fart in the wind or something. No. Mm. Joan is saying someone said that President Obama will endorse Kamala at the convention. Yeah, he's the book guy to the book, and um, I'm not even concerned with that. And that's the process that even she has stated. She wants to rally everybody. She hopes to get the support of as many delegates and go into the convention. Many want to have that sewed up, but that's exciting too to see that process. We haven't had that since what year was it? 2008? No, 2008? Yeah, 2008, I think. Y'all know I get the T-Mac, exactly. That's how Obama's roll. That's right. Wellness with Frugal Mama, how are you? Again, just a reminder, those of you who like to get up early in the morning, it's 7 a.m. Eastern time when she goes live, but want to get your workout in and get inspiration and word of encouragement, you have to get up and work out with Wellness with Frugal Mama. Vinny! Vinny. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let me come on down in the chat. I think Churchill, I saw this link that you shared before the live stream even started, and I was like, oh, what's she sharing? So I went and looked, and I was screaming. So, yeah. Wendy, Democrats need to stop being nice. Who is this? Play street fight with. Oh, yeah. These people too much at snake time to kick ass. Yeah. Listen, you just have to. I appreciate when they go low, we go high. Oh, no. The times have changed. Okay, times have changed. You meet them where they are and then you drag them to the pits of hell. Okay. And then they know, oh, we don't mess with that one over there because they're crazy. That's right. Very much so. And it's not anything bad, but again, to me, it will be exciting to see, nerve-wracking, but exciting to see the process work. You'll also see those that are wheeling and dealing, and then if they're up for reelection themselves. I mean, Manchin, I thought had said he was gone, but maybe not. Sylvia, let's see. Praying for God's mercy and grace that the convention delegates will give their I guess their delegates to Kamala Harris. All the money that Biden has for the campaign can only be used for the Harris ticket, right? So, hey Kim, how are you? VS Madam. I love that. She's speaking it into existence. Madam Kamala is going to wipe the floor with Trump's ear to the ground, crying, Lord have mercy. Listen. Kim, you are too funny. I'm down at the bottom. Let me see. Jonah saying, Kim, I love that Kamala questions those idiots with a straight face too. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's our side of her coming out. Joan, that's our side of her coming out. Let us not be fooled. We know those faces. Now, this is a woman who I did see today about her not being qualified because she's not a natural born citizen. And it's like, what the blazers are you talking about? Anyway, immediate block. I'm telling you, the X app's just making it easier to block people. But yeah. We understand her facial expression. She went to an HBCU. She pledged to a sorority. Now, pledging in and of itself, whether fraternity, sorority, just listening to those that have, the fortitude that you get in that process is like no other. So she can handle just about anything. I'm like, that's all I'm going to say is, Oh, Barbara, welcome to channel membership. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will welcome you once the live stream, as I do all new members, once the live stream ends. But this is a quick little welcome. New channel member! New channel member! New channel member! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for wanting to support the channel on a monthly basis. I do appreciate it. Okay, I'm not going. Y'all know how I get, so. Woo. All right, let me come over here. Um, let's see. T Mac, those idiots wanted Joe out. Now he's out. They are melting and love it. Be careful of what you wish for. Karma. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people kind of going back at folks and saying, um, so now what? What's your solution? Because yeah, to say that the current VP is not doesn't have the experience is so silly. That's the nicest way to put it. Hello, Ingrid. How are you? Wendy is saying Democrats unite, show up, turn out, and vote. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So if she's more qualified than most of the candidates, she is qualified to prosecute Trump. That part. That part. Not that she would, but if it became necessary, I guess. But yeah, I'm just glad that it seems to be, at least I feel that a calm is coming back over. It was a lot of emotion yesterday, um, fear that I could pick up. I initially, and like said early on, I had to check myself, like, what the world? Okay, it's just a campaign. It's not over. He has a qualified vice president that I immediately was like, and so she'll be the candidate. He needs to endorse. Like, let's move on. Let's get on with it. Let's get the show on the road. But I'm looking forward to the convention, and I usually don't watch. I think the last time I watched was, um, hearing President Barack Obama be named the nominee, that type of thing. So it was emotional, even hearing Hillary throw her support, like ask her delegates, please support him. This is who you need to support. Many may not have had the same, I don't know, feeling. That was monumental moment in many different regards, but however people feel about her, because let me just say this, because I did see the comment. Let's not start about the emails, her emails, when it comes down to this particular candidate. Okay, because we know about that. And besides, the Supreme Court has made rulings. Certain things are okay. Hey, do things out of order, but hey, it might be okay if within the bounds of your job. Ooh. All right, let me come on over here. Wendy, you would hope. Now, all of those who call for Biden to drop out, you better support Kamala. Well, I don't know if they were really expecting him to throw his endorsement behind her and so quickly. He gave no room for anybody to we all were like, what happened? Oh my God. And then it was like, whew, okay, he gave his endorsement to her. Okay. I mean, at least that's how I felt. I could be wrong. I'm just Minsky, how are you? Is it true that Kamala Harris got $50 million donations from ordinary people overnight? That is what I'm hearing. The number's probably a little higher, but that is what I heard this morning on CNN. When I hear that, I take it like, what? And then I take it knowing that because they phrase it as grassroots. So, yes, that's ordinary folks, small donations. Um, every dollar counts. So, if you want to give, you give. Um, I did canvassing back Obama days. Yeah. First time ever. Don't think I would do that out here where I live. I don't want to have to stand there and cuss folks out. I'm in red, red, red country. All right. Mhm. Uh, let me see. Kim, you want her to just mm-mm-mm. Kim P says to Kim C, I want Kamala to mention all Trump's crimes. We all know she has a great memory and her face will have them laughing at Trump. Well, Terrell, it will have all of us laughing, that's for sure. All right. Let me go through. Joan is saying, VS, after hearing President Biden's message, I prayed all afternoon. Then I felt better after Kamala's message. Yes. It was surprising. There's no getting around that. Even though people were calling for it and, oh, this is what's going to happen. I was like, are you nuts? Like, it's reelection. Okay. Basically, Joan, the same. It's just taking a step back, looking around and being like, okay, it was re-election. The man didn't resign from office. Although there are crazies on the other side calling for him to resign, which no, 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 no. Whew. All right. Excuse me. T Mac, Kamala has now raised 30 million 24 hours, which again, if even if it's grassroots, if donors were like, because I know the big dollar donors were really kind of saying, no, Joe, we're not going to give you any more. And it's sad that money, it takes that much money for a campaign, and we know it's going to be much more. This is probably going to turn out to be one of the most expensive, although the other side doesn't seem to spend that much because, hey, he gets publicity, free publicity from every single channel, no matter their quote alignment. We have to remember who's behind these media corporations. When he said, WTF? People are going after Kamala while ignoring Orange Man crimes, a convicted felon for president. Facts, yes. But yes, they are, because that is their human nature. That's how I'm going to put it. It's just, we saw a lot. We're seeing the birtherism popping back up again. It's like, I have my finger on the block button any time. Just whether it's comments left here, but on any other social media, yes, I'm just not. And back when Obama was running, I was blasting people because they were like, he should show his birth certificate and his papers. And it's like, what? Name one other prior to him that has ever been demanded. His mother was born here, so that should be enough for you. He was, okay. Uh-huh. Because we know Hawaii is part of this country. I saw somebody smart behind comment saying that they were going to move to Puerto Rico, get out of America and move to Puerto Rico. um, yeah, there have always been some problems with education, but good Lord, from above. Okay, just saying. Hello, Patricia. How are you? Oh, Minsky, yes. It was it was one, and I appreciate her addressing. She was there for another reason at the White House, but her comments were very on point as far as Joe Biden goes, etc. So, mhm. Uh, okay. What is she saying here? There was a match of your donation today. Are you saying like if you donate to the campaign? Oh, and of course, if you donate, I believe companies match. I don't know. Maybe not. Not for that. Maybe it's for other things. Um, Connie is saying, I'm praying for our sisters and brothers go to vote. Yes, that is the thing. Um, what time is it? Oh, we're almost at an hour. I had planned on being here a half hour. My gosh. So, time flies when you're having fun and hanging out with people that you enjoy, right? T Mac, people supporting that criminal tells me everything about them. I'm just saying. Yeah, well, to each his or her own. Um, I don't ask people to explain to me why they support. Just don't ask me to explain why I support who I support, if I even tell you who I support, but I'm sure y'all already can kind of tell. Um, it is a different generation than our grandparents right now. And they wouldn't even put up with any of this crap. I believe the elders would be out there fighting quicker than we would. So some folks need to wake up and really see. Third eye see. Okay. Roseanne is saying, hallelujah, we see what Yahweh has in store for us. Yes. Gotta have the faith, but if you're praying in fear, that's not good. So gotta stand in truth and strength. Mama, that is going to be done, Connie. That they have to stand up for Kamala. T Mac says, I'm praying for the U.S. Yes, it's a lot of healing that needs to happen. Firstly, the atrocities that have happened and continue to happen on this soil. I'm just talking this soil. Yeah. Mm, mm. Second Chronicles 7:14. If my people, okay, you'll know the rest. So if people don't start living by that, because that was the first scripture my one friend dropped as soon as I posted in our chat, like he dropped out and then so because if you are worshiping, I'm just going to say this, if you're worshiping any particular person that's running for office, in office, or whatever, that's already a problem according to the word. Also, you should only, let me just shut it, let me move on. Kim C said, just checked 50 million raised in less than 24 hours. That's not corporate donors, it's grassroots donors. Yeah, we the people, exactly. And if I get real technical, and they look at the demographic block that got Joe Biden across that finish line, don't FA with that block. Okay. Because they will FO. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, Lady T says, VS, you are helping me through my work day. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I took a mental health day. Aren't y'all lucky? Kim P. VS, the big question is, do voters want nasty grifter grandpop or a woman president who knows how to talk, walk, and respect people of the country, but still can call BS, especially to Trump? Well, that is a good question. I'm going to star that because that'll probably be the last comment that I leave up there, when I end the live stream. But yeah, that's a good question. For voters to decide, it's going to be, I have a feeling, yes, you know, lots of anxiety right before election day, more so than what was the last election day. I'm just saying. But through fasting, prayer, all will end up as we see it, right? Sophie, thank you so very much for the super sticker. To you. Um, okay, I was just checking the Cash App again, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. May what you have dropped on me, the love, be returned to you 1,000 million times over. This is for you. I'm never in the spot once you're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. All right, yep. Just making sure I had not missed any others over here. So let me just clear these other ones out. All right. All right, let me get back to the comments, and then it's probably an hour, just over an hour. Okay, well, I could very well end it. Let me just look to see what other comments are over here. Hello, Prudence. How are you? That part, Kim Peaches, 93% real black women voted for Joe. And we don't tolerate a whole lot, especially the older we get. Many law, I know at least one state has changed some rules and laws, and even here in North Carolina, you have to show your ID. They finally, they kind of overrode what the Supreme Court, which kind of was like, well, didn't we vote for this? So the voters spoke and said, and yeah, legislation said something different. And then, Anyway, all roads lead to your local. Yes, from state downward. Very important. The federal is just as important, but keep your eye on the prize when it comes to home. All things start there. Let me see if there's any others. Let me see. No, there's no others. All right, no other new ones. I'm just saying interesting comments because y'all are cracking me up. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Nope. Sylvia's saying prayer without works is dead. Let's get to work and speak positive about Kamala Harris. Yes. If you I will say canvassing, standing out front of a store, yes, it's a little nerve-wracking, but, and asking people, are you a registered voter? Would you like to register? And then giving them the explanation. Here's a form, fill it out. I don't need any history. You fill it out, it gets sent in and go from there. But at the time that I did that, the country was in a much better mood. I'll just say that. Um, let me see. I saw something. Was it Gen Z? The term brat, she's brat. That's what someone put, and then the C. So we were all like, what does that mean? I'm gonna be lost in a few years because we don't have any young folks to kind of, guide us. What are y'all saying? I now understand what my mother and my grandmother used to. What are y'all talking about? Whew. Goodness. Cookies and cream, all prayers and votes are needed to keep the orange menace from getting back into office. Lord help us, true. Yes. And then followed up, everyone, please continue to pray for the Sussexes. Yes, each other and the world. Please vote. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let me just check on the other side here. Okay. I'm going to put up the last comment that I had starred, and I just want to say I hope you had a good time. Just to talk. This probably will be a topic for a while, but hopefully we'll start quieting down and people will feel a little better about things. And it's probably going to be once the convention occurs. So, and then it's going to be nose to the grind and getting your respective candidate across the finish line. So, please take care of yourselves, each other, like Cookies and Cream says. And, you know, as of this moment, no bad energy unless you bring it and then you get it back. Okay. Love you all. Take care. See you around the respective YouTube halls that I know you from. Be well, be safe. Mwah. Bye.